Hello fellow artists, this is the piece we're going to do today. I'm going to guide you through the step-by-step process. Stay tuned and let's get to it. Okay, so now you can create any dimension canvas you would like. We just start with the layer 1. In the layer 1 we're just going to choose a specific color. In this type I'm going to give you all the colors you need in the description below, so you can follow through with my process. So now we're just going to go and choose a color for the first layer. Now, okay, so yeah, now we're going to choose a darker color for the front. Okay, so now I'm going to choose this color over here. Actually, I'm going to choose this one. Okay, so we make another layer. Okay, so on this layer we're going to draw a straight line and we let it auto-correct it. Now we choose our color and drag it over here, and so it fills all the line. Repeat the steps. Okay. There we go. Okay, so draw a rectangle shape like this. Okay, as you can see there are still some spaces here and we need to fill those out. There we go, beautiful. And now we can drag our color and fill in the shape as well. Awesome. The only thing we need to do right now is the roof, so we're just gonna draw a semicircle the best we can, and as you can see the shape correction already kicked in. Let's drag the color over here and voila, so the basic shape is already done. Now let's go to do the background. Okay, so we need to put the layers behind the windmill. Okay, now let's choose our color. Awesome. And now the same we did before, we're just gonna draw a straight line and wait for it to correct. We do the same again. Okay, so make sure the line is going out of the canvas and make sure there is no space between the lines. Okay, now drag the color again. Sorry, let's choose the color again. Okay, let's drag and we got our mountain. Okay, now let's draw some trees as well. Okay, just so we make it a bit more appealing. Okay, let's draw just a few more just to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, so make sure you always close the shape. We're gonna do the same here. Let's draw the last of our trees over here. Let's make sure we can fill the shape as well. Okay, need to do the same here. Okay, now I think that's good enough for me. Okay, let's draw another mountain behind it. Now we go back to the layer 1, hit the plus icon, get another layer, choose a brighter color in the same range as this one. Okay, now we just do the same as before. We draw a straight line, wait for it to correct, drag it where you feel you want to drag it. Okay, let me make sure I can draw a straight line right now. Okay, correct, and let's see if we draw all right. Okay, so this is in this icon you make the layer unseen. So as you can see here, we need to fill this gap. Okay, drag our color and there we go. Okay, so okay, I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing right now. Now we need to create the sky. Let's go one layer above, okay, and let's try again. So for this we're going to choose white, a white color, and choose our sand brush, and now let's do it again. Just some small brushes, okay. Now I want this to be behind this layer, okay, because we painted all over the mountains. Okay, so now we have our stars. Let's give them a bit more interesting feel to it. Okay, so we're doing with the round brush, we're just going to do some points here and there just to make it more sparkly. Okay, there you go. Awesome. Now let's create our moon as well. So for this we're just going to make a circle shape, and we do this by, let me see if I have the correct pen. Okay, so we create this, hold the pen, put one finger on top just to correct the shape in a perfect circle. Okay, so I will want to drag it a bit more to the bottom, sorry. Okay, we choose the move tool. Okay, so we drag it to a more favorable position. Okay, there we go. We tap the icon again and we have our moon. Okay, so let's fill in the color. Okay, and now let's make it shine a bit. Okay, so we create another layer behind the moon, and now we choose a softer brush and softly use our pencil to make it more shiny. Okay, so it's already looking good, right? Okay. So right now I'm going to create another layer, and on that layer I'm just going to create a window for this windmill. So I'm going to choose an orange, this orange right here, and now I'm going to choose my round pen again, and let's just create a sort of perfect square, just like this. Okay, let's just use it, make it a bit more. Okay, there we go. And drag the color and make it orange again. Let's center this a bit. Okay, and now let's make it shine like we did with the moon. So behind this layer 8 we're going to choose the soft brush again. We'll leave this orange color and just softly draw behind it. Awesome. Okay, so now we almost got everything we need. The only thing we need right now is to create the, I don't know how the tool is called, but we need to create the, you know, the thing that usually spins for the windmill. So okay, we right now are going to choose the rectangle tool, and we're going to create a line. Okay, so we do this by dragging it, and let's do this on another layer. So we're going to put it right here on a new layer, drag. I'm going to choose the same color as the windmill, so this was the color. Okay, and now drag it on the screen near the shape where the rectangle was created. Okay, and now tap the selection tool again. Okay, and now let's just duplicate this and let's rotate it. You can do this by choosing the move tool, and now just drag the shape and one finger across the screen, just so we can make it snap into a good angle. Okay, so now wait a second. Okay, so we got our cross ready. We just need to just make it a bit more centered. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Now let's create another shape, rectangle shape like this. Drag the color. Okay, so okay, just we need to make it on another layer, so my mistake. Okay, so on another shape, let's first merge these two layers. So we do this by pinching these two layers together like this. Let's see, there we go. Okay, and now let's do a rectangle shape again, and this time let's see if we're on the right layer. Okay, so on the separate layer, just drag the color. Okay, and we got a rectangle shape. Now we're going to duplicate this 3 times actually. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we're going to drag each individual rectangle to the end point of this cross. Okay, so choose another rectangle. Sorry, let's drag it over here. Let's align it the best we can with the other rectangle. There we go. So we have another 2 rectangles that we need to align. Okay, so the same we did before, let's rotate this one so it's horizontal. Okay, drag it into this position right here the best we can. Don't worry about getting it perfect. Right now we just need to create the illustration, and we're going to animate it in just a few minutes. Okay, so drag the other rectangle, snap it into good position. Okay, and let's keep it this way. Okay, let's see. Okay, just going to drag the top one a little bit more to the bottom. Okay, so I think this is perfect. Okay, let's select. So to do this, we need to, let me show you from the start. Okay, so we choose the layer, just swipe to the right these layers and just group them together. Okay, so we're going to group this tool as well. Okay, and now once these are grouped together, we're going to close this and tap once on the new group and flatten the shapes. Okay, so right now this is one shape, and you can see I can select it and drag it wherever I want. Now I'm going to drag it over the windmill shape and keep it here for now. Okay, so all in all this is good, and now we have to make it rotate, right? Okay, so this is very simple. First we have to flatten all these layers, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. Okay, so we group them together, and once again we flatten. Okay, awesome. So now we just group these two shapes. Okay, so we have each layer in a group now, and now we turn on animation assist from settings of Procreate. Awesome. As you can see right here we have a new menu, and right here we have the settings tab. So here we have the frames per second. We're going to just downgrade this for now. I'll cover why in a separate video. For now, just leave it at 7, and we're going to choose loop for this animation. Okay, so the reason why we flatten all the layers is because when we start animating, if we had left all the layers separate, we couldn't duplicate all the layers, because even Procreate gives us a limit to how many layers we can create for the animation. So if we had left all around 10 or 12 layers, we couldn't make our animation. But I'll discuss this in a later video. Okay, so right now we're going to choose our group and we're going to duplicate it. Okay, so here we have the start of the animation on layer 12, and here we're going to create our second frame of the animation. So now we're going to choose the move tool and just snap it into the new position. So I'll just fast forward the video so you don't have to wait for me to do every process right now, and I'll be back to you later. Okay, so we got all the frames of the animation. Now let's see it into action. So for this, we're going to go to the drag all the way to the first layer, and for now just press play. And there we go, it's a beautiful animation. So right now, if you see this sort of starter animation, is because they're not measured correctly, the shapes are not measured correctly, but don't worry. So this was a pretty easy animation tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any feedback regarding the video, please let me know in the comments below, and I will be sure to follow through with your comments. And also, if you have any suggestions for my next videos or something you want me to cover in the future videos, please let me know in the comments below as well. So right now, thank you for joining in, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a nice day.